ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula is expected to open the Northern Cape Elective Conference in Kimberley today. The gathering follows the completion of branch and regional elective conferences, whose processes some members allege were rigged. Meanwhile, Party President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to close that gathering on Thursday. Watching developments for us is SABC News reporter Ulrich Hendricks, who joins us now live from the conference itself. And Ulrich, help us get a better sense of what we anticipate is likely to unfold in the coming days.
Hi, good morning, Ayanda, and welcome, of course, to Kimberley, Northern Cape. We're in the Gemstones Hall, where, of course, accreditation is taking place at the moment. So more than 230 branches of the ANC will, of course, cast their vote for the incoming leadership of this province. Of course, we know that Zamani Saul, the current chair of the ANC in the Northern Cape, likely to be elected unopposed. But they're also talking about, getting reattached with their voter base, to bring closer this juncture that they've been seeing in the last couple of elections. We know that in the last election they fell short of getting a majority, and they're now, of course, in the provincial legislature in a coalition with the Freedom Front Plus, talking about municipal issues that they need to sort out. Let's talk to one of the delegates, chairperson of the Namakwa region, Mervyn Klute. Tell us, are you excited? What do you expect from this conference?
No, thanks, Ulrich, and thanks to the viewers outside. No, we are really excited about the conference. The conference is giving us an opportunity to discuss renewal, but also to discuss the way forward for 2026 and how we can bounce back from and regain the lost grounds that we lost in the 2024 election. So as a region, we are coming here with more than 70 voting delegates, and to our most important proposals that we will table here at this conference, it's around economic transformation, especially with the mines in our region and with the outsourcing model that the mines are implementing currently in Namakwa. So that's one of the issues that we will discuss here. But also we are looking forward to the Organizational Renewal Commission, where we will say what is the do's and don't do's that ANC members must adhere to for us to be successful in 2026.
So the Namakwa region itself didn't fare very well in the local government in the last elections. We know there are a couple of by-elections coming in the next couple of weeks. How do you hope to to regain your voters?
By going back to the people of Namakwa. Late last year we won 2 by-elections in Namakwa with an overwhelming majority, especially in the farm areas that was previously held by the Democratic Alliance. So we did very good in that by-elections. And in the Oki-Persa by-elections, we are very confident, and also in the Sutherland by-election. We have more than 200 volunteers at the moment on the ground. As we speak, as we stand here, there's more than 200 voting delegates on the ground. Not voting volunteers to help us, but our biggest problem is service delivery. So hopefully with this conference we can also see what we must do now to just energize and make sure that our local government system is working within our region. Hold people accountable that is deployed there, because that was actually some of the issues that people voted or didn't come to the voting station, and that contributed to our loss in the last elections, of our decline in electoral support in the last elections. So hopefully with this by-elections, as we say, we are very confident, and we will have this interview after 28th of May, and I'm going to tell you, we will win all 3 of them. So we are busy regaining the lost ground, but it's about bringing confidence to the electorate out there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Klute from the Namakwa district. We're just looking for the outgoing Deputy Secretary of the ANC in the Northern Cape, Moraping Lekweni. Mr. Lekweni, what are you looking forward to? I know you might be on tender hooks here. Will you still be after the elections? But we know that beyond the leadership issue, there's also very important issues that you need to discuss. You need to talk about how you're going to regain power here in the Northern Cape, and also looking at the last local government election, the hung municipalities that you have, and regaining support there.
Good morning, Ulrich. No, you are spot on. Our conference, besides being an elective conference, a political conference does not just elect leadership. It focuses also on its programs. It reviews the commitment we've made in the last conference, decisions we've taken. We are going to appraise and assess ourselves. To what extent have we managed to implement that? You're right. We are going to also, when you assess the balance of power or forces, to check the state of the organization. Our last performance in the national elections, and also what are our preparations for next year's elections, local government. But I can say that we have covered some good grounds. You know, in the last 3-4 months, we have won 3 by-elections, one in Case, which is ZFM, and 2 in Karugland in Namakwa, which is quite good. Currently, we have been 3 by-elections again, 2 in Namakwa, and 1 in Sutherland. So we will be engaging around that and how to best recover lost ground, but also how to just build a strong ANC, how to renew ourselves, amongst other things. How do we ensure that the ANC remains intact, the ANC is united, but also as a leading party in the province, how then do we improve service delivery? Which areas are we doing good, have we done good? Where do we still need to do good as government? So our conference is quite important for the coming 3 days. Will be robustly engaging around these important political, socio-economic issues, but most importantly, from a perspective of the ANC, as a movement, as an organization. I can tell you that we're quite ready. You can see now these are the last decisions we're doing. We're expecting more than 700 delegates, with voting delegates, which will take us above 1,000. So we will be having a good conference. And we have set aside 5 hours for commissions. It shows that we're very serious on doing organizational work. We're not just there to elect leadership, but we'll be investing time on how we must improve the organization and how we must implement the ENC's program and how we must ensure that the ANC again regains its authority, its power in the province, and how also do we improve our relations with the people on the ground. That trust amongst ourselves in the organization is very important. So we will be engaging around that for the coming 3-4 days, and we're optimistic that come the last day, we would have taken good resolutions which will seek to help us to rebuild and to unite the movement.
Thank you very much. Maraping Lekwene, outgoing Deputy Secretary of the ANC in the Northern Cape. Of course, he is one of the people billed to be elected unopposed, along with the current Secretary and, of course, the Chair, Zamani Sol. Fikile Mbalula, the Secretary General of the ANC, of course, expected to open the conference today. And then the last day will be closed by, of course, the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa.